Ooh, baby, I'm ready to go. Oh man, the sound of crazy. Oh. Okay. All right, man. Breathing. No breathing. None. Oh, okay. Test, test. Test, test, test. All right. So we're probably good. Test, test. Test, 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 test. All right, that looks good there. All right. And here's your link. For the rooftop, shout it out. Here you go. Oh my goodness, come on. Hey, what's going on, brother?
All right.
Hey, did you see the email I sent with the link?
Yeah, probably just came in. Okay, I got it now. Hold on.
All right.
Give me a couple minutes, and because I'm doing something for the day job at the same time. So give me one minute.
No, I believe me, I understand, man. I just got done having to put together a lengthy email for another student who is super, I guess, visual, you'll call it. So they're not, I do calls. I prefer doing calls because it helps people stay on the same page, helps us move along, at a good pace and answer questions quickly. He's like not good at calls. So he wants to do, he's like the type of person who wants to email everything. So I'll get like 5 emails a day from this guy asking me a bunch of like long questions. It's like, man, can we just talk on the phone and I can answer 20 of these right now versus 5 separate emails throughout the day with different questions that each require like a paragraph? It's ridiculous.
Right. Wow.
But the good news is as the membership area is built out, then there'll be even more resources for me to point people in the direction of that are visual like that.
I'm opening the link now.
Come on.
Got it. Fine.
All right, so I got your store pulled up over here.
Did you? Oh, sorry. I had to click join. Get that.
All right, there you go. Let me end the call.
Okay, cool.
All right, bam. There we go.
What's the volume?
All right. So I got your email. I was hoping and I know you probably had some stuff come up. I was hoping you could have sent it yesterday, so I had a little bit more time to review it. Today's been pretty busy for me, but we can go over some of these ideas together, which I think is what you wanted to do anyway.
Yep.
And then that can help us, start to really put together what we want to put together homepage wise. So, do you have your store pulled up?
I do.
Okay, cool. So what I'm going to ask you to do is share your screen.
You want to see the actual store, as in like what it would look like when it's live, or like going to that view? Okay.
Yeah, share your screen. Show me what it will look like live, and then you can pull up pull up links. You can pull up. I have your email pulled up, and you can pull up links to like the TYT store shirts you were looking at. Some of the examples, so we can zero in on those really quickly, and then we can start putting together some of the messaging for your homepage and category pages and whatnot. I part of it pretty quick.
Can you? It's taking a while to think. So hold on, it's not responding.
Your store?
No, the share screen.
Are you clicking the green button in the upper left?
No, I clicked. Oh yeah, to share it, and then it went to a little pop-up box, and it says, it gives me the option to do an application window or your entire screen. I selected entire screen and clicked share, and now it's just thinking. I got those spinning blue wheel.
Okay. Let me try. Maybe it'll be faster.
Let me cancel. I don't know why.
So you should be still recording.
It's not responding at all.
Okay, so we'll try. Let me see if I can pull it up. Not sure what's down here. Okay, bam. There's the T-shirts by G. Oh, no problem. Is this like cursive G? Is that your logo?
Yeah, that's my logo.
Okay. It's like a T. Is that a G? Or
it's a G. It's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually how I write my G when I sign my name.
That's what's up. With your logo, I would just add the text T-shirts by G right below that symbol.
Okay. Why is this not responding? I might lose you for a second, but I'm locked up, so I'm gonna try to close this window.
Okay. Worst case scenario, I can try doing it on my end.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Let me see if this works now. All right, there we go. Can you got it?
Yeah, I can see.
All right, cool.
This may actually help speed things up for you. Let me try something real quick. Oh, you have two monitors? Did you like add a? Okay, I see what you did there.
Nah, I'm looking for my bookmarks though.
Hopefully that makes things run a little faster for you. You got an about us. You got your return. You got your privacy. You got your terms of service.
I can't get into my.
Contact us.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, I'm with you.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I see. Just going over your site. Yeah, we can we'll talk about some stuff to put together for your homepage, and then I'll walk through like the homepage blueprint with you. Did you watch any of the visual modules on your homepage or the core store architecture? Have you watched any of those lessons yet?
Yeah, I watched the first. I think it was the first two.
Okay. All right. I would definitely finish watching all of them, because once you see, especially the homepage architect or the 50K homepage blueprint and the category page, when you see how I go through how I will actually walk through it, best practices as well as the examples, then it will really help you. Like I'm going to go over some stuff with you today, but it'll reinforce what we're talking about, and it'll really help crystallize it as you move forward. And you'll start to really, I definitely encourage you to really, watch, all the lessons in there as you go, because they're going to really help how you structure your page and not have to, you'll be able to get more done when we're not on a call or when we're directly engaged with each other, if that makes sense.
Okay.
All right. So let's start with, before we start getting into any of the page setup or anything like that, let's go through some of the ideas that you have. I see that you have some more shirts on here. You do have the one that I liked. I see you also did the one that was kind of shaky on. I do like the one with like the nah, you relax. It's probably my favorite one. I see that in the women, in the men. I do also like the mathematically, for you politically. Yeah, I could see the red one maybe, especially because it's like, people will immediately say, oh, that's Trump. And so I think that'll do good. Your logo, I would have a T-shirts by G. That if they sent you like a PNG or whatever they sent you the logo in on a transparent, you should be able to take that image and literally just add T-shirts by G below that, so people know. Because right now, yeah, the G, what that does, it gets you excited, but it's not going to do anything. It's not going to communicate to someone else or be brandable. It's like when I used to do music, they're like, oh yeah, you can get your song, it'll be played, and I'll play your song in the club tonight. But if you don't have any movement or if you don't have anything going on around it, it's only going to get you excited. No one's really going to know what it is. So before you start putting shirts out with that logo on it, I would definitely add T-shirts by G to the logo, because that's what it is.
Now you see where I have it over here on the right.
I would take that literally just the same way that it is there. Just put it below the G. Have that actually be part of your logo. So when you slap your logo on something, it has that G, and then it has T-shirts by G below it.
Okay, and you're saying so this is I think this is the PNG. So you're saying I should be able to go into the PNG file through, let's say, Paint, and just type T-shirts by G and then save it as that?
Yeah, because if that's that should be on if it's a PNG, it should be on a transparent. You should be able to open a transparent in another file, and literally, you're not designing it. You don't need any special magic to design it, right? You literally just put that text below it, space it how you want, save it again, and then now you have an updated logo.
Should I put www or just
no T-shirts by G?
Okay.
And then that will complete it, and also it will level it out a little bit. Like if I were you, the way that you don't have to do this. You could literally just put the text below it. And that can be it, right? If you want to take it a step further, you could, how on the mathematically 45 over 44, politically 44 over 45, how you have the mathematically is it's like a shape. It's basically there's a rectangle, and then the text is on the rectangle, so it stands out.
Right.
You could do that same sort of thing right below your logo. So, if you have that, then you have like a black rectangle and then T-shirts by G and white. And like that could be your logo there. Okay. Or again, you could just do the text, and in that way you can slap that PNG on any color you ever want to.
Okay.
Right. So how you do it is up to you, but make sure that it at least says that. Otherwise, the G is not going to do anything for you. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right, let's go over some of your ideas before we go down the design and messaging rabbit hole. So, hope all is well. Didn't get this out. Here's what I'm thinking. Men, Redbubble top sellers. Yeah, pull up Redbubble and show me the shirt that you're looking at so I can see it with you. Because I remember just reading it, I was thinking to myself, oh yeah, that could work. But I want to see it.
Okay, so which one are we starting with first?
Let's just go down your list.
All right, so let's do men, right? So we want men's T-shirt. Oh shit, I can't remember. I think I just did classic, and we want to do top selling. Okay, so these are the top selling tees, and where'd it go? Okay, actually they're next to each other today. So the first one I said was this natural selection. It's just pretty basic. It's just the text, but my spin on that would just put, instead of selection, I would say collection.
So when I look at that particular, now you can do that with a text, but I think part of what made that particular one stand out is, I mean, again, in this political climate, it's easy to be jaded, but I almost think that it's because it's white and it's like, on black on white text, like a natural selection, like a white guy will wear that. Like I probably interpret that, not the best of ways, but I can see that might even be part of the appeal of a shirt like that. And like, it's like almost like a white supremacy natural selection. But the idea itself, natural selection, wrath, make a turn here, great again. Picture of Skeletor. Okay. Natural collection. If you're going to do a natural collection, what would be a natural collection of? Like, what is the messaging that we're going with that?
Oh, it's just behind the whole natural hair movement and just accepting oneself. So it would be the guy's version of just, supporting the natural.
If you're going to do that, I would literally just put you out. You don't even have to change it from natural selection. It can say natural selection, and then just have the image of a lady with a natural hair. Versus like a natural collection, implying that like it's a collection of things for like natural, right? Which might be how you label a store aisle or how you label
Right.
a collection of products. You
Right.
could say natural selection and literally just throw an image of someone. Yeah, go back to the red bubble. Like,
I'm on it now.
okay. Oh, it's not showing. Let me just show you the screen. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you see, like, just later, like those are. I like ones with imagery and then messaging because they stand out. Dunder Mifflin, it's a message in and of itself, but people know what it is. But you see a lot of the ones that really pop, like, there's an image there, right?
Right.
Like, if you imagine someone scrolling through their Facebook timeline, right? Will your thing stand out in the timeline?
Mm-hmm.
Versus someone coming in and looking and saying, "Oh, I like that," right? What's gonna pop out in the timeline? So just kind of scroll through normally as you were doing before, like scroll to the top and then scroll to the bottom.
You want me to do that now?
Yeah. And you can just kind of see like, what's going to pop out in the timeline. And a lot of those images are ones that might stand out if it speaks to the right person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you want your shirts to be able to do. So as you're, scrolling down, natural collection wouldn't necessarily pop out in the timeline at all. But then when you see, or like natural selection, and then you see like the natural hair, then it's like, oh shit, okay. Then it pops out a little bit more. So I would almost, you could do, that could almost be a variation of the Now You Relax, like how you had that image there. Like that one to me is by far your best one. But you can take that theme and remix it. So natural selection could also go there because it's like, natural selection gave me this hair I was blessed with. I've been blessed with this type of curly hair. Right? So someone could see that and feel some type of way. Nobody else gets it. They'll be like, what the hell are you talking about? But hey, she does. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you need the association to be there. Your shirts, you want your shirt to make someone feel a certain type of way. And images speak, there's layers, right? There's verbal layer or written text speaks one way. Image speaks a little bit better. Video speaks even better. And then in-person speaks at the max. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So think about that when it comes to how you're going. The reason that the Trump text works is because when someone reads it, they're like, "Oh shit, yeah, I get it."
Right.
All right. You can't go something simple if someone's not going to get it right away.
Gotcha.
Okay. So yeah. So if you're gonna do like the natural selection or whatnot, then I would definitely include an image of a woman with natural hair. It could be the same image that you have in the Now You Relax. I recommend even doing like a variation of that one. Like if you have a light skin one on one, have a dark skin on the other, back and forth, whatever. But just connect those two dots there. What do you mean?
Yep, that makes sense.
Okay. So then the Make Eternia Great with a picture of Skeletor coming out of a circle. Show me that one.
That's
okay, this one. Click it. Make Eternia great again. Oh man. See, I get it. Okay. So your concept remix revolution. Natural collection. Okay, revolution spin-off for revolution or make.
Oh, that's the revolution. Which one? Because that's separate.
Yeah, I'm connecting those dots mentally now. Natural collection, natural selection. Revolution goes with
Revolution. Well, that's yeah, revolution goes with this one. Let me back up.
That's the Wrath one. I think that's too basic.
This one right here.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I see that Redbubble now they've got a picture of like kind of like Stan Lee on there, like a likeness. I would almost say like if you could do I wonder if there is like some open source Sanders.
Now, the other one that goes with the basic concept of just the word revolution, because let me go to shop TYT. I'm gonna show you two of them at the same time. Man, t-shirt. If I look at best selling. All right, so now I'm on shop TYT best selling, and if you look at this one, so on shop TYT they have resist, and on Redbubble they have wrath. So mine would be revolution, which plays off of the Bernie Sanders initiative, if that's the right term, because his is our revolution. But so that's where I got that idea from. So it's a top seller here on shop TYT, and then the wrath version of it is the top seller on Redbubble.
Okay. Well, in that case, hey, maybe run with it. And now do you see also why I say it's good to do kind of like the ecom hacking and really look and see what's selling before making decisions just based on what your opinion is? Like my opinion, like, I don't know, maybe, right? But if it's selling, I'm going to go with what's selling over my opinion. I like to take my feelings out of things. If this makes someone else feel some type of way enough to buy, okay, let me see if they'll buy it for me. So, yeah.
So, and if you notice, the font is exactly the same. This one has a little bit of spray paint imagery to it, but it's the same font. Resist and wrath, same font.
I would do the resist maybe blue. Instead of white, have it be like blue. Because you see the wrath is red.
Yeah.
Resist is white. Revolution could be blue, and then someone will immediately think, oh, Democrat blue, liberal blue, revolution. I get it.
Cool.
I don't know, that'd be like a one that you advertise or one that people would gravitate to just when they're already on your store. But that's why you test when it comes to print on demand stuff. Like you literally, let me see, that might even be check that on Facebook actually. Let's see if there is someone actually doing something. Let's see, revolution t-shirts. Oh, you want to know another way to really get ideas and see what might be selling on or just kind of designs? Like you take something like that, and then let me show you. Here, let me grab this screen real quick.
You want me to stop sharing?
Yeah, let me grab it real quick. Okay, so now that you say okay, revolution. Now you can do like you go into search Facebook, right? And then in Facebook search bar, now you can type revolution t-shirts, and then suddenly now, this is what people are selling now. Not surprised at all. I bet you this is going to right wingers for sure. For sure. All right, you see how that works?
Yep.
I'm saying too much. So I'm saying if people are Imran Khan. Yeah, if you can use like the likeness of Bernie, oh man, that thing will go bananas. I'm not sure if you'll get approved with it. I'm not sure if you can, but if you can find like a thing kind of like this of Bernie, oh man. Let's see if there's any T-shirt revolution. So this is somebody brand commercial T-shirt. So yeah, I definitely encourage you to make sure you set up like a Facebook page or just start looking on Facebook, because this is where a great place to advertise this sort of stuff, and you can really see, what people are doing out there. You can see how many likes it has. Like, you can really get an idea about the viability of something. So let's see. Is there any Sanders T-shirts? Someone selling these? Look at that.
Yeah.
That's how you know this was a damn drop shipper. These people pop up and disappear so fast. That's how you know. But they were running an ad. Sunfrog. Yeah, Sunfrog is legit. So if they can sell these, oh man. Now, because obviously we've had some political stuff. So Facebook has cracked down to an extent on some of the political designs or political stuff. But I'm pretty sure you can still run these type of things. And again, they're using a picture of him. They're in no way affiliated with Bernie Sanders. So if that's the case, man, oh man, just get like a likeness of Bernie on there. Search more political designs. Yeah, you should start definitely looking on Sunfrog. I think I gave you the link for them also.
Yeah, you did. I think it's in that the initial startup.
Yep.
Document.
So there's another good. Again, look. You can see. Ooh, or maybe. See Blue Lives. I hate that bullshit. Oh God. Wait, that was 2020. See. Flip that. Piece of bastards. Conservatism. Find a cure, and have like a gun. Back-to-back world champs. Jeez, man. But first, America. It's all propaganda. But yeah, see, in your case, you could even, revolution. You could do like a flag. Revolution. Man. So, again, easy, you just go into, Sunfrog and then see what type of political stuff they have. You can find a bunch of stuff on Sunfrog. Look at all this. Right. We'll trade races for refugees. I like that.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere else too. That was pretty good.
Donald Trump finished the wall. Jesus, man. Already! See? Here you go. This is what I'm talking about. Timely T-shirts, man. Timely T-shirts. Cohen just testified last week and showed that damn check signed by Trump. Timely T-shirts, man. But yeah. So with the revolution, I like it, especially now that you've justified it. You can do a variation with just a text. You could also do a variation with like a flag on it. You can take stuff like the Make America Sane Again. Jeez, man.
Yep. Okay.
Donald Trump. Nope. So yeah, I mean, look, you can use you can use likenesses and stuff too. So if you can find have them do stuff like take a Bernie picture and do something like that, or just like caricatures. You can throw those on T-shirts all day. Again, like that natural hairstyle, that'll like the only thing I would even slightly worry is can it be on Facebook? But from the looks of it, you can again, people are doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
the only thing I think the probably safest bet would just be to add maybe a flag, like an American flag or something like that. I saw one. Hindsight is 2020. I like that.
you see how this goes?
Yeah.
And then this is stuff just. These are. Let me see. Posts. Bernie Sanders T-shirts. Well, hey man, they're selling. Look at Teespring. You know them. February, running it right now. Right now they're running it. Right now they're running it, man. So yeah, dip your toes into that. For sure. So you're on the right track with that. Okay. All right. So yeah, I like the natural selection. If you use that an image to go along with it, pair it with an image.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that revolution. Now that you've justified it, do two variations. Go with whichever one you like the best or whatever. But maybe one with it's just a word like how you had it, and then another with like some type of like likeness, like how you're seeing on some of these examples. So now you can see what I'm talking about, or see kind of how people are using them right now.
Right.
Look at this, your Trump shot. Look, like Jesus, your Trump shot. Look, I'll show you somebody. I bet you there's a print on demand. God, man, these Trumpers, man. Oh God, these Trumpers. That's got to be the most profitable freaking. Because these people are so stupid, man. Look at this. Your new shirt release. This is MAGA country. Get yours now. That's an ad. This is an ad right here. This is from yesterday. Your Trump shop. How much you want to bet they're print on demand? That shit looks so cheap too. I bet you this is another print on demand store. Yep. Yep. Oh God, yes. This is you, but in another version. This is the Shoptimized theme, which is something I'll recommend for Shopify. You can tell it's a Shopify store, man. Totally a Shopify. This is the marketing process right here. All they need now is a pop-up, popping up to to get whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally Shoptimized theme. There's your email address for lead capture. You see they're using likenesses of people and selling it, and they're running ads on Facebook right now. So let's go see your Trump shop. God, man. Whew. Yeah, everything you need to trigger snowflakes. Yeah. Goddamn right. I'm getting triggered just being here. So that's why I say you flip it and reverse it, man. Trigger people the other way and they'll buy. Let's see. You guys right now, look. There you go. This is a Facebook ad they're running right now. This is someone doing print on demand right now. Timely. You can see what type of text they're using. Socks. People buy socks, man. They buy the shirt, they'll buy socks too. But look at how I found someone like this, right? Facebook is your friend. Facebook is going to lead you to people that are competing. Oh yeah, they're either using the Wheelio. This app right here is called Wheelio, and we can set this up for your lead capture as well. They like spin. You enter your email address here, and then it spins it. You control where it stops. You know, you can say, oh, free T-shirt, free whatever, free blah blah blah. You control all that text. You can make it stop on the same one every single time, but people feel like they're engaged. They're like, oh man, let me spin to win. It's cool, and you'll get like pretty good email signs from this. You know, you can win a free whatever or discount. Right? Yeah, man. That's your lead capture right there. And yeah, this is someone doing something very similar to what you are doing, except they're doing it on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Now, clearly, they're more political than maybe you are. They're kind of seem like they're strictly Trump. They'll probably disappear when the son of a bitch loses. But for the next 2 years, they're going to make a lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of money. Because some piece of shit's going to get something from here to wear to a MAGA rally. But there's more people on the other side that can be triggered in the opposite direction. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. I would your Trump shop, take that down. Just think about look at their stuff in the reverse almost. But like again, this is something to look at because they're paying to run ads right now. So in our news story. You see, and it has run ads related. So basically, as long as you let Facebook know that some of these are political in nature, then you'll be fine. All right. So yeah, that's what I do with the Revolution shirt. That can be good. Make natural great again. Again, that's a riff off. That's actually a good one. That's a real good one. Is that the one that you're going to do with the Skeletor thing?
Yeah, except not using Skeletor. Maybe have a image of a natural hair woman or even a brother. I don't know, but just playing off of that.
That would be good. That could be well because you see, if you just needed to trigger somebody, man.
Right.
Trigger good, trigger bad. Trigger. Oh yeah, you're goddamn right, man. Make natural great again. Ha ha, I get it. And I rocking my natural hair. Yep. Mm-hmm. Like it sells itself, man.
Yep. Okay.
I would look between you have the 45 Revolution, man. That burning one could do real good for you, real good for you, really good. Like you want to, man. Look, you could go to Trump stuff. Look at that page I just sent you, and literally just like see all their stuff is showing up under. All this stuff is showing up under political. You can see every single ad they've run. Look, you can see, let me just show you this again. This is the power of Ecom hacking, man. You can see every ad these guys have run, man. What they say, where it's going. Showing an image of it. Limited edition, blah, 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 blah. Very little text. Link to it. And it goes to your product page. This is just a print on demand thing. What's the cost? Add to cart. Most of this stuff is coming from an actual theme. This product page setup is not difficult at all. I'll help you have better text on your product pages than this. Or, bang, get a little something there. Shipping, frequently bought together. Yeah, you see how I was saying, get a MAGA thing, get a MAGA hat, but buy it all. But yeah. Yeah, they're making money, man. Yeah, and as you start to go through this, you'll see just looking through Facebook, make your Facebook page. If you don't have a Facebook set up yet, get one set up today. Because once you start looking at some of these other print on demand places in Facebook, that's a great place to find them just using that Facebook bar. You'll see some really, really good designs, and then you'll see designs that people are paying to run ads to right now, which is, even better. Yes, you can look and so you'll go to like a Sunfrog, or you'll go to like a TYT, or you'll go to like one of these other ones. You'll look at their bestsellers, right? Okay, boom. Now you'll go to like a Facebook into their search bar, and then you'll type in natural hair t-shirts, right? Bernie Sanders t-shirts, and then you see what comes up. That'll give you ideas, but more importantly, when you start to see one like, oh man, this guy's probably selling the type of stuff that I'm selling. Now you click on their link and you go to their page, and now you can see other stuff they're offering. And then, you click the link, you can take that back to their page, and suddenly you're finding, you're finding competition. Let me see, natural hair t-shirts. Do you have your Facebook page set up yet?
No, not yet.
Here you go. Yeah, man. Here, case in point, just so you understand how that this process is absolutely works. Natural hair t-shirts, and I can see what's coming up. Bam. See that?
Yep. Got it.
The Slade t-shirts. Let's see. So their site doesn't look like it's up anymore. They may not have made enough money with it. Maybe they didn't do really good with their targeting. But again, you can see what people are selling. You can see kind of where they're going with some of this stuff. It's a little older. Natural Grows Rock. I have a feeling their site's probably still up. Yep. Ta-da! So they're selling, this is like Etsy stuff. See? Or they're making it. But again, e-commerce is e-commerce. Yeah, just like that. And they're limiting because they're just accessories, right? But again, yeah, are there fans of this? Like, you can see how many fans they have, and then you can find people that are like into the natural hair movement. That just goes to show you that yes, there is there's a market of people that like this type of stuff. 660,000 people like Natural Grows Rock? No way. Shit, you can target them on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
You can target their fans and be like, okay, I want to show this ad for this. Nah, you relax. I want to show that shirt, and I can make an ad that looks, like that, or like that, like that, right? Show the t-shirt, and then you show it to fans of Natural Grows Relax, and then they see a shirt that says, "Now you relax." What do you think the chances are of maybe there being some type of a connection there? Maybe them being triggered in the right way to make an impulse buy. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So literally, from what you've shown me there, like, yeah, man. Like, I see you have some other ideas in here, which, they all look just from what you've shown me and what we've talked about, I think, especially after this conversation, especially knowing that you can go over and look at it on Facebook and kind of verify it, really just kind of trace things along, I think it'll help you zero in. You only need 3 to 5 shirts for us to be able to, build the other infrastructure and start running traffic. You don't need to have a full collection now, but between what you've shown me, what we've talked about, you have you have 5 that we can, run with. So yeah, some of these ideas that you have, just put through that extra layer, right? Now you see where they are. Now I've just shown you this, man, what I just showed you here is with a lot of money. Like there's a lot of money, like, in what I just showed you here. Oh man, I already know what's about to happen. Oh, I bet. And boom, there you go. Click post. The T-Shirt Men Company will donate 5 to Planned Parenthood for every T-shirt sold. There you go. There's more. It's all there. This guy. There's an ad. See how simple it is? The T-shirtmen.com. She persisted. Decent social engagement there. Show that to fans of Planned Parenthood. Wonder if your story's even still up. See, luckily you're using Shopify because they look like, I don't know what they have here that's loading this slowly. And they're showing is not secure. Screen printing. Yeah, so they're not even. Let me see. So they probably do like actual screen printing. So they're like the old school version, but the concept remains the same. The principle behind it remains, it doesn't matter. They just have a different distribution model than you do. But it's the same premise. So let me see. Anything in the marketplace? Photos, pages, Planned Parenthood, T-shirts. Yeah. So start utilizing Facebook as like another layer, and that'll really just give you some great ideas and help you make it that much easier to validate ideas. I stand with Planned Parenthood. There's no link. Jeez, man.
All right, so
yeah,
with what I have now, that's a good. I'll get those worked up.
Yeah, that'll put you in a good place. So literally 3 to 5 is where you want to be with that. Okay. So now, when it comes to your actual home page and some of that setup, let me walk you through a few home pages. Now, again, it'll really help. When I strongly recommend, sometime today after we get off our call, you watch that video where I walk you through like the homepage setup and kind of how to structure them for like high converting home pages. So let me show you a few good ones. Oh, your boy, that actual, what was that, MAGA country? That one actually wasn't bad, man. That guy's about to make some money. Let me pull his up again. Did you write down that Trump URL for that Trump stuff we were looking at?
I think it was just called the Trump Shop.
and be taken care. Okay, let me show you these three. Okay. Ah, wait, actually, let me pull this up too, and then that'll crystallize it. So I'm going to walk you through a similar process to what I do in that module on the homepage, but I want to help you kind of zero in on like some ideas for messaging and kind of where to put what. Again, it doesn't have to be super fancy. It doesn't have to have a bunch of crazy stuff now. You can always add as you go. You literally just want to have, it be, look, semi-legit. As you saw, even at that Trump one we just looked at was not overly advanced. It's like, hey, here's the products, right? Like, you know why you're here. And then they can always add to that later. There it is. Okay. Okay. So right now your homepage is literally just kind of starting off with a featured collection. No collar, no buttons, no problems. That's not bad. I get where you're going with that. I have in module 1 I have a value proposition cheat sheet that kind of helps you with just come up with like different messages and ideas and slogans and catchphrases, and just it helps you just start jotting stuff down. Mm-hmm. I'm going to recommend that you complete that, because that will help you get an idea on just kind of like your slogan or your catchphrase. No collar, no buttons, no problems. That's not bad, but could it be something that speaks to how you want your t-shirts to make people feel? Maybe, right? Like, it's not a huge priority to change that now, but I think it'll be something that will help, because something that, instead of like, hey, we have t-shirts, no problem, right? Wear a t-shirt whenever. It can be, t-shirts that make you feel. So there is that. So let me actually value prop worksheet. Launch module 1. Okay. This is the 50K homepage blueprint. Mm-hmm. Now, this is a tested layout that once you know what you're looking at, you'll start to see it in almost all the best e-commerce stores, right? So let's walk through it, and then I'll show you like some examples of it. Right? So the perfect header, that's something I get into a little bit later. But you have your header, which is like your navigation, your logo, your phone number, your navigation bar, and then a prominent search bar right at the top. A search bar is something that is important because people that know what they want are more likely to buy. Right? Search. 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 Right there, front and center. Mm-hmm. Right? So you want to make sure that yours is doing that as well. Either a static featured offer or your unique selling proposition in like a shop now, which would push to your like one of your featured collections or one of your top collections. So an example of either like a static featured offer Like this is a static featured offer, right? Shop new arrivals, right? You can have an image. Again, this could be an image of any product. This could be an image where you splice two products together, right? And then, you know, shop women's footwear. So this is a static featured image.
Got it.
On the other hand, this is a USP in Shop Now, because they're like more general, handmade, organic skincare for all types. And they talk a little bit about, you know, what's beyond their brand. And the main thing you can click here, you know, is like a standard Shop Now, and it's going to take you to, you know, their store page or their collection page where they have everything all together. So that's what that looks like. So in your case, right, you could either, we're going to go with a static featured offer, like shop new arrivals, you know, shop new designs, you know, new spring designs, you know, featuring, you know, the latest styles from T-shirt by G, shop styles, and they can just go to a page that has like all your collections on it, and then they can kind of go from there. So that would be one thing you could do. Or, you know, in your case, and this is what I'm going to say, I want you to play around with it before. I don't want to write it for you, but I want you to play around with it. So I think in your case, I would almost want to go with like because you're a newer brand, something where we talk about like, you know, unique selling proposition and like a, you know, a shop our store or a shop now, right? So we want to come up with like, you know, you see how this tells you exactly what they sell. Right? That tells you exactly what they sell. You know, this used to before they sold it. This used to be a store I worked very closely with the owner, and he ended up selling it for almost $1 million because he was doing over $200K a month. So it doesn't surprise me he got $1 million out of it. Right. So we'll go back to what these are, but we want to come up with like a, you know, the no collar, no buttons, no problems. Like that's an example of like a USP. That would be like USP shop our designs, right? You could do something like that, but I think that there's something better than, you know, no collar, no buttons, no problems. Right? I think it could be something along the lines of, you know, high quality T-shirts for, you know, those that care, or, you know, T-shirts that make you feel. Like I do kind of like T-shirts that make you feel, but again, that's me. But that's like, we want someone to come there and know what your site is about without scrolling anywhere when it's something that's brand new. So it could be, you know, unique T-shirts for, you know, the socially conscious, right? Like, and that's why I say the value proposition cheat sheet that I sent over to you, when you go through that, it's going to help you take some of your ideas and get them out. Like literally just go through that worksheet with like a piece of paper and literally fill in the blanks as you go, or just jot down ideas as you go. By the time you get to the end of it, you'll see a bunch of stuff that you can remix and put together. That to help you come up with like a catchphrase or a USP statement to go in a section like this for your homepage. All right.
Okay.
So I want you to come up with some USP ideas for me. That shouldn't take you long. We want to be able to zero in on this. That shouldn't take you long. We want to be able to zero in on this and ideally get something written and in place, you know, really this week. Like it has to be this week. Like now it's about buttoning. So, you know, once you have that, you know, that's the whole section there, right? So now we're kind of down here. Product category. So product category navigation. All that is this sort of stuff right here, right? New arrivals, you know, resist their resisted line, right? You know, that's image-based navigation, like image navigation. Image-based navigation. These are our serums. These are our face and eye cream. These are our night cream, right? So, you know, you could have different images. You don't have to have. You don't have to have this at first. It can help, but you know, you can have, you know, or in this case it would be, you know, men's, right? Women's, kids, or boys, girls, right? Men, women, boys, girls. So if we were to go down your page, this could be, you know, shop for men, shop for women, and then you can have, you know, featured collection right here. Because when you actually are setting up your home page inside of Shopify,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you see how you can literally add rows. Like you can just add a row.
Right.
Right. So that's all this. All these are just rows. Right. This is a 2-column row. There's a 1-column row. There's a, you know, you can just add featured collection will be right here, and it'll pull them right here. And you just say, you know, what collection do you want it to show? And you can, okay, I want it to show all my bestsellers. It'll just pull your bestsellers. And then you have that section right there. You know, if you have featured deals, you can put that right below. Featured deals, these are things that, again, best-selling collections. You see, this is probably a Shopify store. Yep, look, it's a Shopify store.
Mm-hmm.
All these are just rows. You see, this is very basic. This is image navigation. Just dropped. That can be like your section right there. Very simple. Latest news, you don't have that. Best-selling collections. Oh, man. Good place to be. So you don't have to worry about a featured deal section just yet, or even a special offer yet. These are things you can add. So you're going to continue to come back to this page as you go.
Okay.
And this is going to help you construct it as you get more stuff to add. But to get started, again, you can go pretty vanilla and have, like, you know, hey, here's your USP and a shopping thing, and then just go right into products. Like these are collections, right? Each of these is linking to a category page or a collection page, and then it just goes right into products. See special prices. So if you're Italian, you love Italian, or you love Italy, take a look. That's kind of like a USP in the sense of like, this is what you're here for. I would put this, like this statement. If you're Italian and you love Italy, you're in the right place, right? I would put that up there, and then shop now, shop our most popular collections, and it does the same thing. Mm-hmm. But you see how it's literally just like, you know, they're going right into products. So if you don't have a lot of imagery, you don't have a lot of you know, extra stuff to throw on there, you know, you can just have it go right into products. And then you can, as you go, you can add, this is an app right here, and I'll show you how to kind of collect images and pictures and then have them post on there. You're not going to have that right away. But you can have people just like this. You'll build that over time. That's good social proof. But really, again, as you can see, once you have your products, you can go right into products. You have a USB that lets people know what's there, right? You know, what are your selections? And then you can just go right into products. Go right into products. So in your case, again, you have this kind of feature collection, t-shirts by G. As a placeholder, you can do the no collar, no buttons, no problems. But I would recommend, you know, your first order of business is going through that value proposition cheat sheet so you can get, you know, kind of zero in on a few USP ideas. I like t-shirts that make you feel. I think that's not a bad one. But as you go through that, you may come up with some ideas that play off that or some completely different. And then I want you to email me some of those ideas, and then we'll zero in. We'll get that loaded onto your page. We'll add a little section for it, and it will just go right into your top selling your initial products.
Okay.
All right. Now, obviously you have one of the free themes set up. I'm going to recommend that you use the Shoptimized theme. Like it's $100, but it's one of those investments that will really help because it uses so many apps that that you would end up paying for anyway. Oh, remind me to send you an invite for this. There's so many different apps that you're going to use to extend the functionality of your store. The Shoptimized theme includes a lot of that, so you're not paying extra for apps, and it'll help you structure your pages exactly like these other ones. It even has like a out of the box. It has a layout builder that's going to be similar to what you're already seeing out there, and it's going to make your life a lot easier. I'm going to send you a link to Shoptimized theme. Again, I don't want to speak on. I mean, hey, look, you know what it is, right? Like, it's a worthwhile investment. If you can't do it yet, that's fine. Let me know. We'll work around with the free one. But if you can, I would just go ahead and grab it, because once you have it, you have it. So I'll send you the link to Shoptimized. It is the best Shopify theme that you can use. It gives you all these different conversion things. It gives you the countdown timers. It gives you, a nice layout builder. It gives you that big prominent search bar. It's just really, really clean, and it'll immediately have your store looking a lot better. You'll immediately say, okay, this was a good move.
Okay, I'll take a look at it.
Like I said, man, it's worth it. So that's the big thing. Value proposition worksheet. You've got with you at this stage, you have a couple shirts. You have some of those ideas that you sent me. I like them. Run it through Facebook, and from what you've shown me, I think you can go ahead and move forward. You've learned how to justify it, which was the biggest thing, right? Okay, hey, there's a top seller here. There's why I want to do it. Once you have reached that level, then now it's time to start testing and running traffic. Anything else is just opinion at that point in time. Once you see something, hey, there's a top seller over here, there's a top seller over here, I see people doing something similar to it, shit, let me try it. That's where you're at that stage. So you're past, hey, I had this idea, I like the idea. Look, do you see something similar? What is it based off? If you can do that, you're in a good place. Again, the Now You Relax one is your best one by far. I'm not a big fan of the one where you have text and then the image on the right. I think it's a little jumbled. It doesn't immediately speak out. I would put the text on the front and put the woman on the back, or put the one below. It's just hard to see it there. But the other ones that we've talked about, that 40-45, that one is good. That Revolution one, especially if you can, do one with Bernie or some type of an image of Bernie Sanders on there, I think that could do really, really well. Just like what you saw with that Trump stuff. The what was the other one that you make natural great again? I think that could also do really well if you pair that with a good image, kind of like that Skeletor thing that you were talking about. I think that could go really well. And that's it right there. You have your launches. Anything, I see you have some other ideas there. That is whipped cream on top. Right? Like, you can get them done, you can have them, but I'm not going to say, hey, look, here's what, that's a nice to have versus a need to have. Right? Now you're at a point where, okay, you have what you need to have for us to build out some of these other things. You have your course architecture. If you put that stuff in a Shoptimized theme, it'll automatically pull a bunch of it over, and it'll immediately look pretty good. We'll you go through the value proposition worksheet. That'll help you get an idea of what you want to say USP wise, messaging wise. Bounce those ideas off. I'll send you, some ideas based off what you send me, and then we'll be able to zero in on like a catchphrase. That catchphrase will go right there. We'll go right into products, and now your homepage is put together.
Mm-hmm.
right? You know, your category pages kind of speak for themselves. Once you watch those videos, it'll go over a lot of what we touched on today, but you can go back through it. You can watch it on demand at your own pace. It'll give you a lot of clarity on how to structure those pages. And then suddenly, like, your store is like, boom, hey, now you have the products, right? We'll get the store kind of wrapped in a little bit better polish, and boom, you're right there. Like that Trump store you just looked at, that was on Shoptimize. That's why it had all those different features out of the box. It had the green button. It had the USP labels like free shipping, guarantee, blah, 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 right under the button. It had all that because Shoptimize comes with all that. You don't have to add anything. It comes like that.
Okay.
It's like buying a McDonald's franchise. Comes like that. So that puts you in a pretty good place, man. And I'm really glad that some of these designs and how you're connecting the dots. I think you're doing a really good job on that. And like I said, people are making money with this right now. Like you're late to the dance.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately.
But that's good. People are already dancing. Just slide in there and hit the cha-cha, man.
Yeah.
You're not teaching somebody a new one. They're already doing it. They're just like, oh, let me get in there and do it too.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's good, man. That's really good. What type of questions do you have?
Yo, I'm not sure if it works like this with all the storefronts, but so I just confirmed yesterday that, and this is kind of scary, right? So I have to front the money for the inventory. What if I get like just being insanely on the other end of the spectrum? What if I got 500 orders? How am I going to front? I mean, just like, how does that work?
Okay. So here's how it takes money to make money, but your fulfillment, right? Here's what you do. And whichever vendor that you're going to use, right? Mm-hmm. You order one of your t-shirts from yourself right now.
I did that today.
Yeah, and I would order it through your store. Like, you know, you connect your store to your vendor, right? And literally try to check out through your store. Just try to get your card and see how it goes through. Mm-hmm. So that way you can see how long, because typically, you know, when I get a Shopify stuff, it's like, you know, within 24 hours, like the money's in my account. Shopify's really quick with it. Like really, really quick with it. And depending on your fulfillment, you can either be that guy that waits for it to clear and then orders it, or, you know, you have a little bit set aside that you can just order and know that you're going to recoup it. But that's business. That's cash flow 101, right? You know, if you had a physical storefront, you know, you'd have to buy a bunch of the t-shirts up front, and then you would print them. You know, you imprint the design as someone paid you, but you still came out of pocket all those t-shirts up front, plus the equipment costs, plus the machine overhead, plus all this other stuff. In this case, it's like, look, you're not paying anything until somebody buys it from you. It doesn't get any easier than that. It does, like, that is as efficient and lifestyle friendly as it could possibly be.
Right, I get that. I mean, yeah, I understand the concept, and you know, that's business 101. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying that, looking at the extreme, right? Look, it's a good problem to have. I'm just mm-hmm. if that were to happen, I don't want to, you know, because that's reputational risk. I don't want to have like half of those orders not fulfilled because I can't front that order.
Right. So think about how something like that would happen, right? For you to get 500 orders at once, what would that take?
That would take a lot of traffic to the site, and it would take probably a high conversion rate.
Right. And how would that traffic get there?
Advertisement.
Right. So if you're not spending $1,000 on ads, how are you going to get that much traffic?
Okay.
Right. So by the time, and then if you say so how traffic flows to your site, if you have, once you start building some traction and you have like SEO and people just trickle in over time, those are easy to handle, right? They trickle in. Hey man, look, maybe I'm in the wilderness for 24 to 48 hours, whatever. I know it's coming. I see the order was there. It's like, I would not fulfill an order until I'm sure the payment has cleared, right? And you can see all that within Shopify. Oh, payment is cleared. I'm going to fulfill it because I know once it clears, it's coming to my account. So again, if you get into a situation where the only way that you'd have that many, you control it. So like, let's say, okay, you connect with an Instagram influencer to do a shout out about one of your t-shirts for natural hair, right? And they have a following of 100,000. Well, the moment they post that, ideally, you're probably going to get a traffic rush.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to be prepared for that because you're the one that connected with the Instagram influencer when you did that. Right? When it comes to Facebook ads, we're not going to start out spending $100 a day. You're going to start out spending like $20 a day,
mm-hmm.
and see what stuff trickles in. And once you know what you're paying per click, what you're paying per lead, what you're paying per purchase, then you can forecast. You can say, well, I spend $20 a day. That gets me, 30 visitors, 40 visitors, 100 visitors, 200 visitors, whatever. Out of those 100 visitors, X buy, X become leads. Like you your numbers. For you to be now, unless one of your ads just goes crazy viral, again, that's a good problem to have. Like, it clears in your account so quickly, and because you're not shipping from like China, you're not already looking at abnormally large shipping turnaround times.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, once you place your order, it's going to get there within a week. People have for something that's print on demand or for something that's like not in a Walmart, people are okay waiting a week. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't overly stress that. You're not going to be in a situation where you get a landslide of traffic like that unless you control it. And if you do, that is one of the, I would sit and wait till some of this stuff clears to fulfill that many orders at once and just say, hey, due to the large influx of recent orders, we're experiencing a minor delay in fulfillment. And you can just send an email blast out to new purchases and say, hey, boom, and then just wait till the shit to clear. And then once it clears, then you order it.
Got it. Okay.
Right? That's a good problem to have. It's definitely forecasting a little bit. We want to control when people come in the door. That's why I say use paid traffic. I want to control who's coming in and when. Does that make sense? But yeah, order something from yourself so you can see what that looks like. And then order from, one of the vendors to get an idea how long it takes for stuff to arrive and so on and so forth. But I would definitely order something from yourself so that way you can see what it looks like, see what it's like to actually go in and fulfill it with the vendor. And then get an idea how long it takes for, what you just paid with your card to come back into, your account minus their cut. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what you'll do with that. Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. All right. So what you need to do in module 1, watch the value proposition. That's that first module. Go through that again. Do the value proposition worksheet. It's a PDF you can download in the membership area. Use that to help zero in on some messaging you can use for your homepage, and that just speaks for the brand, right? Also, take your logo and add T-shirts by G below that image of your G. Right. Once you've done that, then go ahead and watch, the homepage blueprint video lesson, category page video lesson. It's going to reinforce what we've covered today. And then if you can, then I recommend trying to find it some type of way. Get that Shoptimized theme. You'll be thanking me for a long time. And then again, out of the box, it'll make your stuff look way, way, way better, way more official. And then we'll be able to take that with the messaging, and then get some of these other stores popped up. So go ahead and doctor up, whatever last little doctorations you want to make on some of these designs that we've talked about. Go ahead and do that. But from what I've seen, those two that you showed me before, green light, now you relax, green light, 45, green light, revolution, green light text, and green light revolution with a Bernie design. That gives you 4 right there. That make natural grade again with a picture. I would definitely green light that. And then kind of with the design wise, something that kind of has that same type of vibe as the sculpture was something coming out. Like have your artist kind of make something. You can show them images of natural, show them some other stuff, looking at other stuff that's out there, but just have them make a little design with it. So it's like make natural great again, and boom. And that'll give you 5. That you don't need more than that. Anything on top of that is window dressing. It's up to you if you want to get it done. But you're already in the 3 to 5 threshold, so that's great. That's what you need to be able to get started. And yeah, once you send me some of the ideas that you have for your USP, we'll go back and forth by email, get that messaging together. Let me know if you're able to get the Shoptimized theme, and then we'll be able to kind of get that in, and then we'll be in a really, really good place.
Okay.
Okay. Keep me updated with this. Again, definitely like us. That I know you just came out of pocket a good amount of change, but again, in this game, this isn't like affiliate marketing. It is like it's going to be an investment on your end, but we are very close to you starting to be able to recoup a lot of that. So I would say if you can do that Shoptimize, just get that out of the way. Grab that today, download it to your site, and then when you watch the other videos, you'll see kind of how to put it together. Once that USP is in there, we can upload videos, and at that point, you'll be a day or 2 away from, being able to take down that coming soon imagery. And then, we can kind of update your product pages. We'll throw some lead capture on there, and you'll have some gas ready. And then it's just cosmetic stuff on top of that and running traffic.
Okay.
All right. So I know we've covered a lot. But that's good. We're covering a lot because we're making moves.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. So keep up the good work. Keep grinding away, and keep me updated.
All right, I'll do that.
All right. Talk to you later, bud.
All right.
All right, bye.